Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Tolhurst and welcome to another breaking news update from COVID-19 and from the United States, where we have seen a huge escalation in the number of cases in the White House. And today, another member has tested positive, and it might be a member that could be causing a lot of people right now headaches, and certainly a lot of people will be scratching their heads. But the news I'm about to give you about this person is very alarming, and it's been confirmed by inside sources that the White House press secretary Kayleigh McEnany has tested positive for coronavirus, for COVID-19. And this news is huge to all you guys. Of course, Kayleigh McEnany has been at the forefront of the US response, particularly an ally of President Trump, Donald Trump, who is also in self-isolation after he tested positive for COVID-19 back on Friday of last week. I've got a separate video on that. You can go and check that out at Chaz's Squash. A separate video on the president's diagnosis. But Kayleigh McEnany, of course, has briefed the media without wearing a face covering. And of course, she's been heavily critical against the US media over Trump's response. And she also briefed the media on Sunday without wearing a face covering. She actually removed it. And she also briefed the media on Thursday prior to her diagnosis. And I've got a little video here of what she had to actually say during a media briefing at the White House.
No, there are privacy concerns we take very seriously, safeguarding the information of the personnel here in the White House. So that's basically where we stand right now.
The president told he's tested often. Was he tested on Tuesday before he went to the debate? And then was he tested on Thursday morning before he went to New Jersey?
Yeah, I'm not going to give you a detailed readout with timestamps of every time the president's tested. He's tested regularly, and the first positive test he received was after his return from Bedminster.
Wednesday night and the time he went to New Jersey.
Again, not giving a detailed readout of his testing, but safe to say his first positive test was upon return, or at least after Bedminster, that trip. Thank you guys very much.
Well, that was the video there of Kayleigh McEnany, and one reporter from New York Magazine's Olivia Nuzzi tweeted a mere 10 minutes after the news broke, "She has recklessly endangered lives," has Kayleigh McEnany. You can see the news as well, like literally. That and ABC, in a statement, "I wish you a speedy recovery. I hope the White House begins to take precautions on the grounds. Press secretary testing positive for COVID-19 highlights the false sense of security of a negative coronavirus test a person gives after they are exposed to the novel virus." Kayleigh McEnany sent a statement today on Twitter from the White House. This is what the White House actually tweeted, and Kayleigh McEnany sent this here. "After testing negative consistently, including every day since Thursday, I tested positive for COVID-19 on Monday morning whilst experiencing no symptoms." So this is an asymptomatic case, but it could develop into symptoms, we don't know. "No reporters, producers or members of the press are listed as close contacts by the White House medical unit. Moreover, I've definitely had no knowledge of Hope Hicks's diagnosis prior to holding a White House press briefing on Thursday. As an essential worker, I have I've worked diligently to provide needed information to the American people at this time. With my recent positive test, I'll begin the quarantine process and I'll continue working on the behalf of the American people remotely." And that's what Kayleigh McEnany had to say in a statement there. So clearly lots of news. And yes, some huge news there from America. I mean, if Donald Trump, we saw the news as well that President Donald Trump has been will be discharged from hospital in the US today. But he was actually seen the other day out in a Cadillac SUV, going out and greeting his fans, like actually outside like Walter Reed Hospital, literally going out greeting his fans while still potentially infectious with COVID. And I have to say that was a very reckless stunt what Donald Trump done. This is an example of reckless behaviour by the president. And I have to say that move, what Donald Trump done the other day, really concerned me. I think clearly now that move by Donald Trump was reckless, and I do think he will get some backlash for that. And will voters turn away after he done that? Because in my opinion, I'm very undecided going into the election next month. That what Trump done the other day could have put potentially many other people at risk. And he tweeted to say that COVID is just another illness. He can beat it. It's just a little flu. It really isn't. This is a serious disease. And I will be keeping updated with the president's health. But at this moment in time, the White House press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, who of course has fronted the media briefings there, has now officially tested positive. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you have any comments, let me know down in the comments below about this latest breaking news story. Take care. Goodbye.